Hey there, it's Mike coming at you with another video, and this is going to be my first sort of venting video. And maybe I should have been waiting a week to do this video, but I had a situation happen, and it reminded me of a lesson that I already know and that I sort of want to pass on to you. And you've probably figured this out if you've been doing real estate photography for any length of time, 3-4 years or whatever. You may know this already, but this is a lesson I learned a few years ago, and it really kind of hit home in the last few months. And to sort of set up this situation, you may have seen a video I did a couple months ago where I talk about the emergency surgery I had in mid-July. I had a perforated appendix. It ended up being a lot worse than I thought. Surgery took almost twice as long as I thought. I ended up having to stay in the hospital for 5 days. So I missed about a week and a half of shooting. The week that I got the surgery, I had to cancel, I don't know how many appointments it was, but I know I had to cancel on 6 different agents. And I know a couple of them, I actually had to cancel more than one appointment. And so, I got a lot of well wishes and hope you get better soon. I'll see you next time. So basically what I had to do is I had to tell 6 pretty good repeat clients, you're gonna have to hire somebody else to do this one. And they were like, yeah, get better, no problem. We'll see you on the next one, blah, 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 blah. Well, I found out a couple days ago that out of the 6 agents that I had to cancel on and had to use other shooters, 3 of them have moved on and are now using my competition for, I've seen multiple listings of them and they have just moved on. And I think the thing that's the most frustrating about it is a couple of these clients I've been shooting for literally 6 years. Almost every single listing. We're talking dozens and dozens and dozens of homes. They've complimented me on my work. We have a very, very good business relationship, and I have not canceled an appointment since I've been doing real estate photography, which has been about 10 years. Going into the hospital and having this surgery was the first time I've ever had to cancel on anybody. And then to lose 3 of the 6 agents to my competition, like they just moved on. And one of them I kind of understand. I haven't been shooting for her for very long, and so it doesn't really surprise me too much. But the other two of the 3 were very surprising, and I'm not expecting any sort of big loyalty or a big long letter saying, oh, I apologize, I'm so sorry, I'm not going to use you anymore. But it was kind of a shock. It was kind of like, really? Okay. And the good news about this is my 2 best clients, the ones that I probably shoot 60 to 80 homes for a year, they were rock solid. They were like, no problem. A couple weeks after I got out of the hospital, they were there. I've been shooting for them consistently. One of them even sent me an email. I'm so glad I missed you when you were gone. That kind of thing, just showing the value that I bring to them. And so that was the good news. My 2 best agents that I've had for the last 4 years, 5 years, stuck with me. But the lesson is, don't expect a lot of loyalty. If you get it, that's great. You should treasure it. You should reward those agents. But even agents you've been shooting for years, if there's somebody cheaper who does work that's good enough for them, don't expect them to stick with you. Like I said, if it happens, great, but don't expect it. And I guess I learned, I knew that going back, probably 2-3 years ago when I had to dust up with basically an entire brokerage and had a ton of agents leave because I stuck with one of my best clients and I stuck on principle. And so I knew this was a business, but when you haven't had to cancel an appointment in 10 years and then you go in for emergency surgery and you're out of commission for 10 days, to have 2 really good repeat clients basically say, yeah, we'll get you on the next one, and then you never hear from them again, that just puts a bad taste in your mouth. You know, you're laying in a hospital, and that's kind of the outcome of it. And I guess the decision I have to make, and I'll ask for your advice here. Please leave me some comments below about this. What advice would you have for me? I know, like, maybe after a week, maybe I should reach out to those two agents and say, you know, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? Things like that. And I'm not really sure if I want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that in the next few days here. Might be something I want to do in, you know, a couple weeks. Because I don't know the entire backstory, but when you see 3, 4, 5 listings since I've been out of the hospital photographed by somebody else, you start to wonder if it was just price and these photos are good enough. And so I'm moving on from Mike. And if that's what it is, so be it, I guess. And so I need to decide if I need to reach out to these two agents and find out more, if there's more to the story or not. I don't really feel like doing that, at least not right now, but maybe in a couple of weeks things will settle down, and maybe I'll want to do that. So I would appreciate your advice. Help me out. You know, again, this is my first kind of venting video where, you know, it feels kind of like a punch in the stomach a little bit, and it shouldn't, because I'm trying not to take it personal. I know that loyalty in any business is rare, and that when it comes down to money, and real estate is competitive and it's about money, I shouldn't be expecting a lot of loyalty. And so when I do get it, especially from my two best clients, I reward them, I thank them, I get them you know, gift cards at the end of the year, things like that, to show my appreciation. So anyway, there's my vent. I'm done. If you have any words of advice, leave them down below. Otherwise, check out my link, subscribe to my channel, blah, blah, blah. We will catch you soon with another video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.